underway from the Bryce Jordan Center this afternoon, and the aforementioned Madison Green will take the ball first here. Buckeyes in their scarlet uniforms with the white lettering as Petty pulls a mid-range. Merkel will grab the board, and for the Lady Lions, it's the white jerseys with the blue lettering. Lady Lions going right to left. Buckeyes going left to right. Campbell from the top over to Elliott. Grace Hall in the starting lineup for another consecutive game here. Jayla Oden not in the starting lineup, one of the consistent starters for Keeger. 5 on the shot clock. Merkel just going to feed it back inside. And now an opportunity here on the fast break for the Buckeyes. Theory's got it. Theory to McMahon. McMahon pulls a triple, and she's got it. Scoring party getting started for the Buckeyes with a 3 from Cody McMahon.
That comes right off of a Penn State turnover. Just talked about it. This Ohio State team plays great defense. You see the full court press now.
Merkel feed, Elliott down low. Elliott kisses the glass, and she's got her first bucket, and the Lady Lions first of the afternoon. 3-2 in favor of the Buckeyes. Across the timeline goes Green. As Justin mentioned, all 6 years spent with the Buckeyes program. Had 2 knee injuries that limited her over the span of her tenure, but getting the start tonight in place of Jelani Cambridge. McMahon, corner, she goes for another triple, and she's got it back-to-back for Cody McMahon.
And McMahon's going to be, already the leading scorer, but relied upon a little bit extra with Cambridge out of the lineup like we talked about. Need to get those points. Cambridge had 15.4 per game coming into the day. Got to find them elsewhere.
Murray had a lane. Campbell open 3. Campbell off the iron. Too much mustard. Green across the timeline. Green pushes the pace a little bit here. McMahon now all 6 of the Buckeyes points here in the first 2 minutes of this one. Gray looks over to McMahon. Ample time on the shot clock. They've got 12, now under 10. Another 3 ball up for the Buckeyes. This one will not fall. Campbell now pushing things forward. Campbell had 12 points, 6 assists, and 6 boards in the Lady Lions' loss to UCLA. Lady Lions getting back from a West Coast swing. Saw them drop contests to Oregon, USC, and UCLA. And hasn't gotten any easier. They had USC, UCLA, and now Ohio State. All 3 teams unbeaten in conference play. All 3 teams amongst the top 10 in the country.
And you look at that last game against UCLA, number 1 team in the country, and it's a 16-point loss for Penn State. But this was a Nittany Lion team that was leading at the end of the first quarter. 1 bad quarter against the number 1 overall team. They got outscored by 16 in the second quarter and just could never recover, but played a really tightly contested matchup.
Another 3 for the Buckeyes. This one, Chance Gray. And that's 3 triples now here for Ohio State in just the first few minutes, and they're on a 6-0 run over the last minute and a half. Buckeyes rolling here early. They're up by 7. Lady Lions trying to find an answer. It's the veteran, Allie Campbell, who's got it. McMahon blanketing her, now Green. Campbell taking her time here. Murray flirted with the look from beyond the arc. Murray pulls a lot. Something that Coach Keeger has emphasized with her this season. And this one intercepted, goes back the other way. Gray's going to push the pace now here for the Scarlet and Gray. McMahon on a nifty feed. They find the open look. Theory all alone. Now Petty has the board. Petty working down low in the post end. Goes in and prompts a timeout from Keeger. The Buckeyes are rolling here in Happy Valley in the onset of this one.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
From Ohio, Pickerington, Ohio, native. Petty with under 10 on the shot clock, just tries to float it over Merkel, but Merkel, she'll snag the rebound. Oden pushing the pace. Oden trying for something here. Oden goes down low. Oden can't get it to go. Merkel swiped around a little bit, tried to get the board, but give the win to the grad student in Asia Petty. 6'3" against 6'6" there. 6'3" gets the win. Gray, handoff quickly here. Theory down low to Petty. Petty working on Merkel. Petty Won't get it here. Merkel gets the rebound.
Great defense from Merkel that time not to draw a foul, to be able to make that shot go awry.
Oden down low. Oden all by herself, couldn't get it. Merkel second chance. Gracie Merkel cleanup on aisle. Well, that's a bucket.
Yeah, and I think the last couple of possessions we've seen Penn State just go straight to the rim. They're not looking for the extra passes, not going as far into the shot clock, and it's, gotten them a couple of points, or at least a couple of good looks as well.
Petty just goes for the mid-range, won't land. Talia Walker will bring it back across the timeline. She's got Mariah Murray here. Walker had 17 and 9 boards in that loss against the Bruins. Has been outstanding in her first campaign. Go around the horn here, but it will go back the other way. Walker's numbers, 5.3 points per game, 3 boards, but feels like that doesn't tell the whole story. 82% from the free throw line, and when she's out on the court, she has been a really, really nice presence and a nice addition for Caroline Krieger in the squad.
Yeah, and you look at it, 3 straight games of 10-plus points for her. Went from averaging 3.3 points and now over that stretch averaging 15 points per game.
All alone for the bucket was Kennedy Cambridge. And the feed was from Elsa Lamila. And now the Buckeyes up back again by double digits. It's 16-5 with just under 2 to go now here in the first quarter. Murray from the beyond the arc pass was a little high. She couldn't set her feet. Now Campbell here with the handoff, under 2 to go. Oden for 3. Oden nails it. First triple for the Lady Lions this afternoon, and they cut the deficit now in half, 16-8. A little bit of a run here from the Lady Lions in the fleeting moments of this first quarter. And that will go back the other way.
Yeah, moving screen that time on Lamila. That gives Penn State the extra possession. See the head official explaining the issue there, but Penn State, you've got to do stuff with these extra possessions. You've got to figure out how to get some more points on the board. You said it, making a little bit of a push towards the end of this first quarter.
Campbell inbound. Merkel has it. Now Merkel feed Murray. Murray pulls a 3. Murray going for back-to-back for the blue and white, but it won't land. Gray takes it back forward. They go down low. Theory tries to reset things a little bit here. She'll set the screen. They find Lamila. It's back to Gray. Gray, the floater. Gray, it'll rattle around, but Murray will snag the board. 70 seconds to go here and counting in the first. Murray on the far side. Milking the clock here a little bit. Try to get it under 60 seconds. Now they do. 12 seconds on the shot clock, now under 10. Campbell, the long-ranging feed to Merkel. McMahon nearly intercepted it, but fell out, as did the ball go out. So it will remain with the Lady Lions with 7 on the shot clock, 50 seconds on the game clock. And a little bit of a dry spell here for the Buckeyes, one of their last 7 from the field.
Yeah, and they've had some good looks thrown in there as well, but Penn State also has had some stricter defense since that timeout from Caroline Krieger, and it's helped them close the gap a little bit. Still a lot of work to do.
Murray, under 3 on the shot clock. She's just going to have to hoist something up there. She does. Won't land. So now Buckeyes will take it back. About a 12-second difference on the game clock and the shot clock. McMahon tries for another 3 off the iron, and now Oden will push the pace. Oden with under 30 to go here in the first. Kisses it off the glass, and now 16-10. Shot clock turned off, under 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Buckeyes up by 6. Green try to facilitate one last look here before time expires in the first. Lamila was alone beyond the arc, but she fed it to McMahon. McMahon spins around. McMahon, a nifty bucket there for the All-Big Ten first-teamer. Walker tries to push the pace at the end there. See if she can have a basket. But 18-10 is how the first quarter comes to a close.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Navigating through. Now Gray brings it across. Lamila, feed, and another travel called on the Buckeyes as the Lady Lions have a lot of momentum right now. And coming out of that timeout, McGuff still searching for answers.
You can see that Ohio State is missing that piece of their offense in Jelani Cambridge, but at the same time, this is an offense that has gone without her a couple of times this year, and Green has been in the starting lineup a couple times.
Walker, all alone. What a play there as Campbell swung it across. It was taken back by the Buckeyes, and then Walker got it on the steal. Walker gets the score, and don't look now, but the Lady Lions have the lead. It's 26-25. Ebony Walker has it. Ebony puts up the floater. Merkel gets the board. It's a 6-0 run for the Lady Lions and a scoring drought for the Buckeyes over 2 minutes. Oden goes down low. Oden draws the foul. And the Lady Lions have the lead on the number 9 ranked team in the country. And it's their first lead in this afternoon's tilt. And another look at this one. Walker got it. And got the bucket too.
Defense to offense, playing the game of the opponent. That is Ohio State's bread and butter. Right now, the Nittany Lions using it to their advantage and now have a 2-point lead.
Oden really strong from the free throw line this season, about 78%. She gets her first there. And she gets her second. It is a 28-25 lead now for Penn State. It's a Buckeyes team that has no blemishes on the resume this season. 17-0, 6-0 in conference play, and on the other side of things, 0-7 for the Lady Lions. They're seeking their first conference win, coming off a West Coast swing where they had Oregon, USC, and UCLA. And they've had to run the gauntlet of ranked opponents, USC, UCLA, and now the Buckeyes. And they've got Michigan State this coming Wednesday. McMahon down low. McMahon finds Theory. And the Buckeyes trim the deficit now to 1. Campbell fed over Oden. Fast break, Oden. Cutting quickly. Jayla Oden just dynamic with the ball in her hands. Campbell now slows the tempo down with just over, well, just under now a minute and a half to go here in the first half. Merkel works through traffic. Merkel, her second bucket of the afternoon. It's now 30-27. And Penn State with just over 65 seconds to go here in the first half, trying to go into the locker room with a lead against a top 10 opponent. Cody McMahon. Now over to Gray. Gray, the mid-range, won't land. Oden now with under a minute to go here in the half. Swing pass, Campbell wasn't ready, caught off guard, just able to get back in time to haul it in. McMahon was lurking, ready for the steal. She's got a couple already this afternoon. Oden swung inside. Merkel called for the charge as she knocks down Walker in the midst of making the bucket. We'll see another look at this one. Great pass from Oden. Hits Merkel up high, but Merkel caught her body, and that was actually Cody McMahon.
And Caroline Keeger still talking about that call. Didn't look like McMahon had fully set in that restricted area.
About a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Under 15 to go now here in the first half. Now under 10 on the shot clock. Theory drives. Theory loses it for a moment here. Under 5 on the shot clock. Just going to haul one up there. Walker now. 5, 4. The feed. Campbell and swatted out of bounds. And just with about half a second left here to just pop a shot, basically. And that's where Mariah Murray checks in.
Replacing Talea Walker. Murray for Walker.
As Talea Walker comes out here, but a really nice run. 6 points for the freshman. Starting to get a lot of minutes for Caroline Keeger in this squad.
In the game for Ohio State.
So it'll be under half a second to go here in the first half. 0.3 to be exact. Blue and white up by 3. Just going to look for something here. Campbell, Murray puts one up, won't count, and won't land. But the blue and white answer back in a big way. At one point, it was a 12-point deficit, and piloted by a lot of hustle Ladies like Talea Walker and Jayla Oden, who have the blue and white up 30-27. And Justin, that was a really impressive second quarter.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Swiped right back. Greg goes for another three. Can't connect, but McMahon gets the board, and McMahon draws the foul. Nice job there for the Buckeyes. They take it back quickly. Ray almost went back-to-back threes, and that Buckeyes bench might have erupted. They've taken the lead back in just a few seconds, 47-45. This has been a game of runs. After a early long one for the Buckeyes out front, it's been back and forth going into and coming out of half.
And it's likely going to come down to which team has that last run, that run over the final 5 minutes of the fourth. But right now, if you're Penn State, you want to stop this run, and if you're Ohio State, you're going to put it in the hands of McMahon and continue it.
Right on cue, McMahon now up to 17 points, 49-45. Buckeyes back in the driver's seat. 17 points for Cody McMahon. Really nice afternoon for her. Murray looks for an outlet. Under 3 to go now here in the third. And under 10 on the shot clock, now down to 5. Campbell looks for something. Campbell feed. Elliott swiped away by Theory. Ball on the ground. McMahon's going to get it. Theory, quick fire feed to Watson. Watson brings it forward. And now Green settles down. Kevin McGuff calling out a play. Green, Theory, McMahon, spin cycle, McMahon falling forward. Campbell gets the board. 49-45 with 2:25 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Number 9 ranked, undefeated, unbeaten, untopped Buckeyes. Back out front. Jayla Oden, the little handoff from Campbell, goes by herself down low. Hall mid-range, Hall got it, but foul drawn. And we'll go back the other way. And Mariah Murray,
Number 12,
little comment to the official to our near side. We'll see another look.
And we see Oden drive, and then it was when she came down, she landed on Cody McMahon. McMahon gets another charge against her, and Cody McMahon has been everywhere for the Buckeyes, and we talked about it. You know, she's the leading scorer coming into the day and an honorable mention All-American last year, but somehow needed to take an even bigger role today with Jelani Cambridge out, and she's done just that, 17 points, and has shot terrifically, 7 of 11, as we get the alternate angle. It's a tough one down in that paint, but McMahon, offense, defense, she's leading the Buckeyes yet again.
Everywhere, doing everything all at once. Cody McMahon, hard to stop, hard to stymie for the blue and white. Right there, though, Oden intercepts the pass. Oden punched out by Watson. Good play there from Watson with the Lady Lions having numbers going downhill. Downhill offense has worked well for the Lady Lions tonight, and there's Watson, one of the true freshmen on the squad, punches it out. Watson, 63 points per game, about 16 minutes on average, 24 steals. It's Green, though, who's in the face of Oden. Is Oden inbound and now back across the timeline. Oden to Murray. Murray, high feed to Merkel. Merkel almost had her legs swept out from under her as she gets the contact there and gets the foul call.
Her third, team first.
Another look at this one. High feed from Murray. Almost hit the backboard. And Merkel just shoulder drop for McMahon there. So McMahon called for the foul on it. Now the inbound here. Quick fire. Elliott goes around and goes in. Gabby Elliott. Another basket for her. She's up to 6 on the afternoon. Deficit now down to 2. 49-47 with under 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Green catches a body from Murray, and she'll get called for the charge. Down goes Mariah Murray, and ball will go back the other way.
Just saw it on the other end with Cody McMahon. Now Mariah Murray, who's been Penn State's leading scorer, does the same on the defensive end. She's going tit for tat back and forth, the two of them.
Kevin McGuff is letting the official hear it on the far side about that call. It's Michael McConnell getting an earful from Kevin McGuff. It's Merkel with Gray's hand in her face, able to get it off and over to Oden. Elliott has to range up high, climb the ladder to haul it in. Now Oden, with about 1:15 to go in the third and counting. And they've got over 15, now under 15 on the shot clock to work with here. They can kind of take their time and draw up a play. Down by just 2 against the number 9 ranked team in the country. Mariah Murray over to Oden. Oden now under 3 on the shot clock. They milked it down. Merkel gets the board. Merkel on the putback.
Merkel!
Just so lethal down low is Merkel. And she's starting to make her presence felt. 8 points, 5 boards for the 6'6" redshirt sophomore. McMahon now with under 40 to go in the third. She's got it. Mid-range floater. Cody McMahon was going for 19 on the afternoon. She'll have to wait on that one. It's a scoring drought of over 2.5 minutes now for the Buckeyes, and this game knotted up at 49 apiece. About a 6-second differential or so between the shot clock and the game clock. Now down below 20 seconds to go in the third. Oden falls down. Didn't matter. She gets the bucket. Jayla Oden having herself an afternoon and a return game. Under 7 to go on the shot clock and the game clock. Foul called here. Shot clock off, just the game clock, excuse me. Under 5 seconds to go. And a foul drawn here. And the Buckeyes will send Chance Gray to the line. With just under 5 to go here in the third. And an opportunity for Gray to even things up and break a over 3-minute long scoring drought here from the Buckeyes. As Gray, a stellar free-point shooter, free throw shooter, excuse me, 86% around on the campaign. And the crowd getting into it. The pride of the Lions pep band right in the face of Gray. Gray's first is good. Gray on the afternoon. It's her first trip to the line. 51-50 now the score, as we're just under 5 seconds away from the end of the quarter. A couple subs in here. Ebony Walker will come in, as will Tamir Johnson. Allie Campbell and Cody McMahon will come out for just some extra rest here as we head to the end of the third. Under 5 seconds to go. Also some more speed on the court, as Johnson can go and go quickly. She'll inbound it here. Tries to hit Elliott crossing. Now over to Oden. Oden with under 5. And a foul called. So it's about what you want there for the Lady Lions with nothing really developing. Theory gets called for the foul on the contact there to Oden.
Get the ball over the timeline. Get to reset. And you got to watch Oden here because she has been the spark plug since coming in midway through the first. And pardon me, they don't get it over the timeline on the foul.
Don't get it over the timeline. It's Cambridge called for the foul. But gets them a little bit closer to try to draw something up with about 3.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Feed, Merkel. Merkel, quick handoff to Oden. Tried to set a screen. Oden goes down and time expires in the third quarter. And we are knotted up 51-51. Lady Lions have kept pace and kept up with the number 9 ranked, unbeaten, unblemished team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, 17-0, perfect in conference play. Lady Lions searching for their first conference win and to try to pull off an upset here in the Jordan Center. Keep it with us here on Big Ten Plus. Off the fourth quarter of what has been a thrilling back-and-forth contest to this point. Oden, who has been a spark plug for this offense and on the defensive side of things today, gets it around. Merkel puts it in, and Merkel up to 12 on the afternoon. She's got 12 points, 7 boards. Been a hard-to-stop presence down low for the Buckeyes. And Penn State now back out front 53-51.
Merkel was averaging just 6 points in conference play coming into the day. They have refound the rhythm that was really the success factor for Penn State in non-conference play, which is getting Gracie Merkel involved down low.
Campbell has it, handoff, Murray. 53-51. Lady Lions back out front. Cody McMahon has had a day. She's in the face of Jayla Oden here. Goes down low. Oden falling. Merkel can't get the board, and it will stay with Penn State as it rattles off Chance Gray and a couple Buckeyes over there. Chance Gray has had herself a very strong afternoon as well. 13 points for Gray. 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Campbell, quick inbound to Murray, under 10 on the shot clock, under 9 minutes to go in regulation. Campbell, mid-range, Campbell, hand in the face, and it will go out, and waiting to see. And
officials are saying that McMahon got a piece of that.
She didn't think she did. Said it went off side of her hand. We'll see another look here. Hard to tell just on the quick range jumper. But remains with the blue and white with 2.9 on the shot clock. Just going to have to get one off here. Elliott fires it. Hand in the face. Didn't matter. Time expires on the shot clock. Off the backboard, Gabby Elliott banks it. Puts the Lady Lions out front by 5, 56-51.
They just have been getting it done in a variety of different ways. Now the Buckeyes are as well. It's not just Cody McMahon. They've had a nice presence from their entire bench as well and the entire starting rotation. But right now, Penn State just showing more might and power.
Merkel gets the board. Has to kind of cut by Petty to keep it. Long feed from Merkel to Elliott. Murray all alone on the far side, didn't see her. Now Campbell's got it. Campbell goes down low, falling forward. Can't get it to go. 56-51, largest lead for the blue and white in this contest. McMahon has 17, as we've talked about. Team's leading scorer. Try to quarterback things to get him back into it, but it's Green right now with the ball under 8 to go here in regulation. Petty over to McMahon. Around the horn they go. Gray down low. Gray brings it now within 3. 56-53. Kevin McGuff and his Buckeyes trying to hold on to that undefeated record in conference play and overall 17-0. Perfect season for a team that reached the Elite 8 a season ago. They've got even bigger expectations this season, and they've got the ball back. Just a terrific season. And after coming out on top against Wisco by 11 on Thursday, trying to survive this road trip unscathed. Lady Lions get it back. Back at 4th here, and still out front are the blue and white here at home. Penn State coming off a tough West Coast swing. Oden has a look. Oden off the iron. Murray tried to swipe it back to her, but McMahon's got it. McMahon pushing the pace. McMahon going down low, 2 in front of her. Now Gray, a 3-point attempt. Gray, nothing but net. Chance Gray, she's now up 18 points on the afternoon, and she evens the score 56-56. Gray now the leading scorer. McMahon trying to keep this little run going here for the Buckeyes. She's got Elliott and Campbell near her. She goes down low. McMahon draws the foul. On the contrary, it's a charge. McMahon and McGuff irate.
Number 32.
McMahon took it herself, went down low. Originally, she was hyped up. She thought she got it, but instead catches a body of Jayla Oden.
Feet were planted. It's the right call. It's a tough one to take there, especially with the defense wrapped all over her. That might be where the bigger gripe is, that she got maybe a little push there from the Penn State defender into Oden, but either way, Penn State gets the ball, and Cody McMahon did not have the chance to score.
Merkel stolen away by Watson. Open look for Gray. Merkel gets the board. Penn State in over a 2.5-minute scoring drought. We're evened up at 56 apiece. Game really going to be story told in these last few minutes here. It has been back and forth all day. Campbell puts it up on the second chance shot. Petty gets the board. 56-56. Under 6 to go in regulation. Green too far out, loses it. And now Lady Lions get it back.
I think Ohio State just needs to slow the pace a little bit. they've been able to have success using the speed, but they've also hurt themselves a couple of times using it as well. Now up to 12 turnovers on the night are the Buckeyes. And that one, or everyone, crucial down the stretch in a tie game.
Oden, feed to Elliott, full court press back on now by the Buckeyes. 5:45 and counting to go. Even to 56. Gracie Merkel, who nearing a double-double, has checked out. In is Grace Hall. Provides a little bit more speed for the Lady Lions. Maybe what they're trying to do to counteract that full court press. Elliott, under 5 on the shot clock. Hall just going to have to look for something and put it up. Elliott nearly had the second chance, but now back the other way for the Buckeyes. Gray, team's leading scorer. Crowd getting into it a little bit here. Screen takes it. Murray in front of her. Time to spare for the Buckeyes. Now under 5 in regulation. They'll put up a 3. No go for Watson.
That's the right look. That's the right tempo you want to take there. Settle down. You've been better 5-on-5 than Penn State, at least on that end of the court.
Oden just chucks one up. Won't land. Talia Walker at the scorer's table, ready to check in for the Lady Lions. And now, as Justin said, just slowing it down are the Buckeyes. Green, under 4:30 to go. Long-rangey feed and get called here. Can they snap out of it? They're evened up with the undefeated Buckeyes. Gray, contested 3, won't go. Oden's got it. Under 4:15 to go here in regulation. Both teams in a drought. No points scored in over 2 minutes. Penn State hasn't scored in over 4.5. Campbell, quarterbacking things. She's got it now. Near side, under 4 to go in the 4th. Oden, down low, under 5 to go on the shot clock. Walker tried to go for the board, and foul called on the aforementioned.
You can see Penn State getting Allie Campbell the ball, but 1 of 5 shooting today after having 4 straight games of 10-plus points. Just doesn't have the confidence, put up the shot, had the extra pass, so then Penn State loses it.
An over 5-minute scoring drought now for Penn State, approaching 3 for Ohio State. They chuck one up, won't go. Who's going to break things off here? As Oden has it. She gets the play from Keeger. Jayla Oden, the senior, missed some time the past 2 games, but has been such a revelation tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and just so dangerous on defense. Under 5 on the shot clock. Oden goes down low. Oden gets some contact. And jump ball, possession arrow in favor of OSU. It will go back their way as Oden was blanketed the whole way. Ball checks out, Merkel back in, and Merkel has been tough to tame for the Buckeyes down low. They've went with Asia Petty there, and Petty has 6 points, 7 boards. It's kind of been, it was an even matchup for the most part early on, but Merkel's kind of pulled away. She's got 12 points, 9 boards, nearing that double-double. McMahon down low, under 3 to go. McMahon goes in. McMahon can't get it. Merkel gets that board, and Merkel now has a double-double on the afternoon.
It's just been an impressive game for Gracie Merkel. Doesn't matter if it's the paint on the offensive side or defensive side. She's getting it done in every way. After a slow start, mind you, a little bit as well, but has gained the positioning she's needed on Petty down there.
Elliott on the far side. No points in over 6 minutes for Penn State. And right on cue, they break the skid, 58-56. Now on the other side, almost 4 minutes without points for the Buckeyes. They got to answer back. Penn State back out front now at home, seeking an upset. 58-56, they're in the lead. McMahon, feed to Petty. Petty wrapped around 3 Lady Lions in front of her, and a foul called.
Just suffocating defense. Penn State, every defender really just flowing to where the ball is at, and it's just led to those tough opportunities. And this one on the shooting foul has Petty at the line.
Number 1, Asia Petty at the line.
Asia Petty. 6 points, 7 boards this afternoon in a tough matchup against Merkel. Height advantage for Merkel. It's been tough, but Petty hasn't backed down. The forward from Baltimore, Maryland.
2 shots.
Spent 2 seasons at LSU, 2 seasons at Kentucky. She's 65% from the free throw line this season. She'll miss her first. Petty in her grad year. She was named Big Ten Player of the week of December 2nd. Second one rattles in. And now, about 2:10 to go. And we are in a 1-score game. 58-57. With under 2 to go now here in regulation. Penn State out front against the unbeaten Buckeyes. Elliott down low. Elliott swiped away, foul called. McMahon thought she had a steal there. Foul call.
Green, her third.
And so the Lady Lions set to inbound here. Odin, chance to catch her breath. 1:52 to go. Penn State up by 1. Murray, catch and shoot. Murray puts one up off the side of the glass, but a board from Elliott. And Elliott on cleanup duty's got it. 60-57. The Bryce Jordan Center crowd getting into it, and McGuff will take a timeout. .57 here from the Bryce Jordan Center. Dylan Price, Justin Ciavolella for the conclusion to this one. Theory swiped away. Odin has it. Battle for it. Hall's got it. And now with just over 85 seconds, now under to go in regulation. 3-point lead for the blue and white. And they'll hold on to the ball here.
They're going to do what Ohio State was doing back when there was 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock. Just slow offensively. It looks like Caroline Keeger's going to take the timeout here.
7-game skid for the blue and white, and they're trying to snap it here against the unbeaten Buckeyes. Elliott, blanketed by Theory. Murray might have had a look beyond the arc. Now under 5 to go on the shot clock. Drives down low. Murray takes it. Murray loses it, and it will go back the other way with exactly 60 seconds left in regulation. Buckeyes down by 3.
Yeah, Murray just lost an edge there going into the paint. Don't believe she was touched, just kind of slipped down, and it's a big turnover. Penn State, they've got 20 of them. That's below their season average, or just below their season average, but it's really they haven't had the critical ones in those key moments, and Mariah Murray and the Lady Lions are hoping that this isn't one of those critical ones in a critical moment.
Both Asia Petty and Merkel check out. It's both sides going in for some speed. Under 50 to go. Elliott looked like she swiped it, but called for the foul. Elliott gets called for the foul. 49 seconds to go in regulation. And that's a tough one here. We'll see another look.
A lot of contact there, tied up. It's definitely a foul, definitely the right call.
No shots made from the field for the Buckeyes in just under 6 minutes. They need one here to keep this within striking distance and try to preserve their unbeaten season. Under 45 to go in regulation. And now a foul called here on Hall against McMahon. And Murray and Merkel head to the scoring table. They check in for Hall here, and Murray comes in. Talia Walker. McMahon will head to the line to try to bring this within just a point. 60-57. McMahon this season from the free throw line, mentioned it earlier, about 66%. She went 0 for 2 the first time she was at the charity stripe. First shot is up. First shot is in for McMahon. 60-58 now, with exactly 40 seconds left in regulation. McMahon's second is also up and in. Timeout from Caroline Keeger. Penn State 2 of their last 11. Campbell will inbound. 40 seconds to go, 30 on the shot clock. 10 seconds difference between the two. Feed Merkel. And a foul called on Gabby Elliott. So Elliott, the foul on Petty. Elliott was cutting inside there. There's a second line of defense if Merkel didn't haul it in. Merkel did haul it in, but draws the foul regardless. So only 0.1 off the clock. And Odin will inbound in just a moment here. You'll see another look.
They're just trying to get through to get that defense on Merkel. They knew the ball was going to go to her. Might not be the worst play there from Theory to tie it up and make Penn State have to inbound again. They had some tough looks when inbounding.
39-7 on the clock. Murray over to Merkel. Handoff here now back to Murray. Campbell dropped the handoff but able to preserve it. Under 30 now to go in regulation. Penn State up by 1.
Merkel has the positioning if she needs it.
Elliott down low, floater, draws the foul. Gabby Elliott had a clutch shot before, and now a clutch moment here, draws the foul. Elliott on the season, 76% from the free throw line. It's where she'll shoot now. Shot clock's off, 22.8 seconds left to decide it. And Elliott with 2 high-pressure free throws here. Penn State yet to get a win in conference play this season. Elliott gets her first. And on the other side of things, the Buckeyes haven't lost a game, not just in conference play, but all season long. They're the number 9 team in the country. Elliott goes 1 of 2 at the line, rattles around. It remains with Penn State. What a job, a crucial moment. Campbell. The feed to Odin, tipped up, Green. Odin holds on to it, under 20 seconds to go in regulation. Foul called on Green, but Odin able to eat some time. It was a long-ranging pass from Campbell to Odin, and Odin able to hold on, and now the speed checks back in. It's Johnson, it's Walker, it's Hall, as Merkel, Campbell, Murray, they come back out. Odin heads to the line, 16.3 seconds left. 61-59, the score.
2 shots.
Odin, 78% free throw shooter. One of the best on the Lady Lions. Does not make her first.
Got to have this one and force the three-pointer on the other side.
16.3 seconds to go. Lady Lions now out front by 3. 62-59. Trying to preserve a 3-point lead. It's the veteran, Madison Green. She inbounds quickly. Gray tries to pop a shot up. Walker deflect it. Walker has the ball. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Lady Lions. It was Walker who forced the other turnover, and it's Walker who forces another.
It's an interesting shot selection from Gray, good 6 feet or so behind the arc, maybe a little more than that. And one heck of a block from Talea Walker. I mean, we just talked about the hustle play on the other end, and gets up and blocks it. Ohio State could have gone for 2, and then the quick foul. They opt for the three-pointer, the long-range three-pointer too. And a good defensive play from Walker makes it backfire.
Elliott trying to chew time off the clock. Still hasn't been fouled. Under 7. McMahon's got it, though. McMahon, they pop a shot up. Gray for 3. Gray to tie. No! Time ticking down. Murray's got it. They have done it. The Lady Lions have knocked off the unbeaten Ohio State Buckeyes.